Hi, folks. This is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report. You know, as I do these reports to you, I do put a lot of thought into this, and it's very important to me just to have this experience to be able to talk to you. But as I do these reports, I find it's a time of reflection for me, and I want to tell you something that I think is powerful, poignant, and it was passed on to me by my buddy Russ Eddy. We went fishing yesterday, and when I arrived at his house, I saw him standing by his car ready to put the Gnu on the trailer and hook it up to the back of his car, waiting for me. Had a smile on his face, and I'm thinking, okay. Rust had just read one of his favorite authors, Jim Harrison. Jim Harrison died recently, but he's in American fiction. He's one of our great writers, and he lived in the Upper Peninsula. He was sort of Hemingway-esque in his way of looking at life and the things that he wrote. And if you haven't ever read or heard of Jim Harrison, if you're anything like me, I think you would really enjoy his incredible books. But here is a quote that Rust said to me, and honestly, I think this quote is incredible. And this is what Jim Harrison said in one of his books. And you got to picture him. He was an old curmudgeon type of guy, but boy, did he love the outdoors, the rough and tumble nature of life in the wilderness. And here's what he said. And again, I'm not very good at giving quotes, but this is what he said. He said, "The danger of civilization, of course, is that you will fritter away your life on nonsense." Now, he didn't use the word fritter. He used another, but I can't use that on the radio. The danger of civilization, of course, is that you will fritter away your life on nonsense. And, I think that's basically, a part of how so many of us live. We lose sight of the really meaningful things in life. And I thought of this as I arrived at Rust's door yesterday and as we took off into the Adirondacks on a quest for fishing a new body of water. And I said to Rust, I will tell you one thing, Rust, for sure, that today we are not frittering away our life on nonsense. We are entering a world that is so majestic, so wonderful. Most people never even see it because they're glued into their computer screen or their cell phone, and they spend their life that way. Is that nonsense? I can't evaluate other people's existence. I can't do that. It's unfair. And when we do that, I think it's unfair to others. But I can say that in my lifetime, the really important things are those simple things that we might take for granted. But when it's all over, well, we look back and say, wow, I wish I could go back and dwell on those simple things. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report.